On the banks of the Mississippi River, New Orleans, the Crescent City, the birthplace of jazz, proud of its modern Superdome, even prouder of its cultural heritage. New Orleans, the city that care forgot. Mardi Gras, the excitement of Carnival, in other sections of the city, some very important people have created a Mardi Gras expression of their own. The history of the black Indians dates back to 1682, when North American Indians witnessed the arrival of the French settlers in Louisiana. Many Indian tribes lived in the southeastern part of North America. West of the old city of New Orleans were the Caddo, Yattassi, and Natchitoches. In the south, the Attakapas, Appaloosa, Chitimacha, and the Chawasha. To the north were the Acolapissa, Houma, Natchez, and Tunicas. To the east, the Choctaw, Chickasaw, Creeks, Biloxi, and the Seminoles. As the settlers took over the land, the Indian nations faced a never-ending struggle to preserve their way of life. Many of the customs and traditions of the North American Indians are preserved today by the black Indians of New Orleans. This is a practice. Traditionally, a practice begins with the Indian prayer song, My Indian Red. Louisiana in 1724, fear of uprisings from the African slaves prompted Governor Bienville to enact the Black Code. The Black Code set the tone for legislative action that extends far into the 20th century. The Black Code of 1724 read,
We forbid our white subjects of both sexes to marry with the blacks, under the penalty of being fined and subjected to some other arbitrary punishment.
Because of restrictions imposed by the Black Code, the blacks shared a common bond with the American Indian. A large number of African slaves escaped to live with Indian tribes. Many of the black Indians of today are their descendants. Young and old are encouraged to participate in the dance. Tribal dances are usually conducted by men. A practice takes place in a neighborhood bar on Sunday after church hours. It is more than a practice. It's a celebration of life. This is the dance of the chiefs. This is the spy boy, the tribal scout. New Orleans. In the 1880s, a group of young men decided to mask on Carnival Day as Indians. This was one of the earliest expressions of respect to North American Indians by people of African descent. The group called themselves the Creole Wild West. Their first chief was a man named B. Kate, who was a descendant of Africans and North American Indians. Allison Tootie Montana, big chief of the Yellow Pocahontas tribe, is the great-nephew of B. Kate. Tootie Montana as a youth grew up among the black Indians. He enjoyed the excitement of Carnival Day. For more than 30 years, Chief Montana has won acclaim for his original costumes. In the Montana family, there is more than 80 years of black Indian tradition. After the costumes are worn, they are destroyed. New ones must be created for the next year. The living spirit of the black Indians is expressed in the style of costume. An Indian costume may weigh from 60 to 100 pounds. Chief Montana arranges the stones in abstract patterns that are three-dimensional. The intricately designed crown that he wears contains as many as 350 feathers. A master designer, highly skilled in the art of making an Indian costume, Chief Tootie Montana keeps alive the traditions passed on by his father.
The first year I masked as a man, I went at his house carnival with, I think, about 2 weeks off. And I found him, I told him, I said, I want to mask this year. He said, well, mask, he said, you know, carnival's right around the corner, you know. So I said, well, he said, well, can you make a suit that fast? I said, yeah, I got some help. Well, I rigged me something, but it wasn't like what I'm making now. But I had a pretty nice little suit that year. He had quit masking, I think, for a year. And a friend of mine went and got him because they started a gang from down the 8th Ward. They call it the 8th Ward Hunters.